previous class we have solved some problem or one problem in different methods when x bar and y bar are whole numbers, and if we don't take a deviation, so we see the similar process, right? Now today we will solve a problem when data of the variable x and y are very high. Then it is much difficult to calculate x square, y square and xy, or the value of this part will be very large. So we will take a deviation by assuming x bar and y bar as a numbers, as a whole numbers. Okay, when x bar and y bar are whole numbers, not whole number. Okay, so let's try this problem. Let's say two variables are given as x and y, and the value of the x are 10, 12, 13, 16, 17, 20, 25. Okay, and the corresponding values of y are 19, 22, 24, 27, 29, 33 and 37. Okay, so generally we have to find 22 square, 24 square, okay, to calculate the correlation coefficient, but the value of this will be very high, right? And if we calculate y bar and x bar, then we will find that they are not a whole number. Okay, so if there is a point, then the square of the point will be very high, such as 2.5 whole square, that means 6.25. okay, it is much difficult, or the digits of this number will be very large. Okay, so we will take assume mean as one of this number. We can take one of this number as the mean of the values. Similar for y. Now the way we take x bar and y bar, such as the two numbers does not belong in the same calculated values. Okay, if we take x bar equals to 16, then we can take 27, but it will be 0 and 0 when we calculate. You can see that. So we don't take 27, we can take 24 or 29, whatever you can choose. Okay, so I choose 16 and y bar equals to 29. So let's say x bar equals to 16 and y bar equals to 29. The data, the individuals are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So n equals to 7. Okay, these are the data we can find. So we take deviation as capital X equals to x minus x bar and capital Y equals to y minus y bar. Okay, so as 16 is the assumed mean of x, so we will find minus 6, minus 4, minus 3, 0, 1, 4, 9. Okay, and for y, minus 10, minus 7, minus 5, minus 2, 0, 4 and 8. Okay, so now we use this formula to calculate as R equals to, the correlation coefficient equals to n into summation xy minus summation x into summation y divided by root under of n into summation x square minus summation x whole square root under of n into summation y square minus summation y whole square. So we have to calculate summation x and summation y also. Xy, x square, y square, right? Now what will be the xy? The multiplication of these two numbers. So 60, 28, 15, 0, 0. You see, these are the zeros we can get for xy, the two zeros. So we can easily calculate or easily add the numbers. 4 and 4 16, 8 and 9 72. Okay. Now for x square, 6 square 36, 4 square 16, 3 square 9, 0 square 0, 1 square 1, 4 square 16, 9 square 81. And y square 100, 49, 25, 4, 0, 16, 64. Okay, if we take the sums of this number, we will get 1. If you take this sum, we will get, after calculating or using calculator, you can get minus 12. For summation xy, you will get 191. For summation x square, you will get 159. And for summation y square, you will get 258. Okay, as I have the data, I can easily put it. So you will use the calculator to sum up the numbers. Okay, now using these values, you can put in the formula. This n equals to 7, summation xy equals to 191 minus summation x equals to 1 into minus 12 summation y divided by root under of 7 into, sorry, this is 7, this is also 7, sorry, n, sorry, n into summation x square. This is the formula. Now we will use the value 7 into summation x square. Summation x square is 159 minus summation x is 1 into root under 7 into summation y square. Summation y square equals to 258. This is the number 258 minus minus 12 square. After calculating, you will get in the upper as 1349, and in the lowest you will get for this part 1112, and for this part 1662. Okay, so calculating the roots by using calculator, you will get, after multiplication, 1349 divided by 1359.7, and which is 0.99. This will be the correlation coefficient between xy for the given data. Now you can take the deviation, or you can't take the deviation as you wish. Okay, if you can't use the deviation, then you have to calculate summation x. This is the summation x, this is summation y, and xy, x square, y square. The number will be very high, but as you can use the calculator, so it won't be very difficult to calculate. Okay, I just show the, there is a smallest way, there is another way to calculate by taking the deviation as you mean. Okay, so this way you can solve this problem. So I will give an example also for this part. You can do it another way, or also by whichever way we can choose, right? Also, I have given a problem in the previous class to solve by you. The answer of that part is answer of the previous example, which is 8.6.11. okay, I have given in the previous classes materials. The answer is 0.8457. So which one of you solve the problem? Check the result. Okay, That's it for today. I will give also example in the material.